Hey, I'm Joe for Joe's Nostalgia Overload, and today I'm going to talk to you about something very important to me. Pauly Shore! Yeah, no, he might not be important to you, but he's important to me, okay? I like the 90s, and I'm one of those people that actually really enjoyed Biodome, and Jury Duty, and Encino Man, and Son-in-Law, and anything else he puts out, because you know what? It's my opinion, and honestly, you're allowed to have your own. But hopefully it's formed by actually, going in liking things, because it's really hard to put together something. So don't hate on a man who lives life, munching the grindage, wheezing the juice.
The only thing you have ever cared about in your life is nugs, chillin', and grindage.
I'm gonna show you something you might not have ever seen. And according to YouTube, only one episode exists, even though 7 ran late 90s on Fox. Yeah, Pauly Shore had his own show. And this episode is called Through the Ringer. Let's get to it there, buddy. Well, I can't believe the former head of the KKK is in this. Oh, that's a different David Dukes. Well, the premise of this show is that Pauly Shore has a very rich father, and his very rich father marries a trophy wife named Dawn. Dawn hates Pauly Shore.
Listen, Dawn, this is my house, my koozie, and I can use it whenever I want.
And Pauly's not too fond of Dawn either. Hating Pauly Shore. This lady's nuts. In this episode, Dawn decides that she wants to have a charity fundraiser to raise her profile, and she ends up accidentally hitting Dionne Warwick with her car.
I have to confess, about our little fender bender, I ran into you on purpose. You see, I need a really big celebrity spokesperson.
And I bet her yes response would have sounded like this.
Knowing you can always count on me, for sure.
That wasn't accidental. That was revenge. Dawn likes to call the Psychic Friends Network.
You'll find out what Dionne Warwick has to say about the Psychic Friends Network.
I think that anyone watching this show can benefit from speaking to a psychic.
And that's why you need a skeptic in your life, to scare off the charlatans.
That's what friends are for.
And like everyone who's ever met a Pauly Shore character, they take an immediate disliking to him.
My psychic friend! Quick, what am I thinking?
Yeah, this is quite unusual. I don't sense any mental activity at all.
When Dionne Warwick goes there, Pauly Shore scares her off.
You're a very sexy woman.
Pauly Shore scaring people off? No. I refuse to believe it. Even if I don't get any views and the analytics are off on this video, I refuse to think that Pauly Shore scares people off. Pauly ends up finding out that Dawn used to star in something called Slammer Sluts.
I am sick and tired of you embarrassing me like this, Pauly.
You don't need my help. Slammer sluts. You can strip me, you can beat me, you can put me in a cage, but you'll never...
It's a real high-profile piece of work. Not as high-profile as Whiskey Business, but high-profile nonetheless.
Dawn, I know all about your movie. When we started dating, my security people did a complete background check on you.
Oh, listen, sweetheart, those San Diego Padres are all a bunch of liars.
Which San Diego Padre is she talking about? Is it Greg Vaughn? Steve Finley? Oh, it's Tony Gwynn. Wait. Ken Caminiti? Maybe it's Ricky Henderson. Swinging Friar. And Dawn ends up 0 for 2 because Penny Marshall will now not go to a charity fundraiser.
Levert! Okay, wait, come back!
Why is Hollywood avoiding him? Come on, we need Biodome too.
Come on, guys. We gotta save the Biodome.
I see reports. They want to make it, and the environment needs it, okay? You want to learn about climate change? Pauly Shore is where you learn it from, okay? Dawn decides to humiliate Pauly by hiring a prostitute for Pauly to fall in love with. That prostitute is played by Christina Applegate.
Well, aren't you going to introduce us?
And if all prostitutes were Kelly Bundy, well, then I guess I would go to a lot of whores. Poor Kelly. He's got no luck in men. I fully expect Al Bundy to show up and toss Pauly Shore out, too.
I'm just paying you to keep him out of the house until I found a celebrity to launch my foundation. Okay, but if he licks me again, I get workman's comp.
You can't put one over on Pauly, though. He actually finds out that this girl was a hooker as well, and that she also starred in Slammer Sluts.
I mean, the only reason why you liked me is because Don paid you to?
Pauly, how can I put this gently? You make me want to puke. Bye-bye.
So he pays her to betray Dawn.
Wait, so you're offering me cash to double-cross one of my oldest and dearest friends?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Man, is there no honor among slammer sluts? You know what the great thing is that when I actually write the recap, I can write Pauly Shore pays a hooker. So to mess with Dawn, he decides that him and Mariah are gonna pretend to get married and move in together. And he even writes a song for her.
You knock me out. You're so damn hot. You're as sweet as honey.
Too bad her name's Mariah and not Lisa, Lisa, the one he adores. Those are bases he's kind of already covered.
Lisa, I adore you.
Pauly is one righteous lover. I mean, he touches me in a way that no man ever could.
So Pauly spent the 90s getting Kelly Bundy and Kelly Kapowski, so he dominated the 90s Kelly scene. That's it, I hate him too. But in this battle of wits, which I guess it's a battle of wits, I guess that's just kind of a stretch, Dawn finds out that the girl is also double-crossed her.
You don't love Pauly? Ha! You were a lousy actress then, and you're even worse now. No wonder you weren't in the sequel. They made Slammer Sluts too? Mm-hmm. Damn.
And at this point, they both send her packing. But she fakes an injury because she wants the family's money.
Whoa! Oh! Ow! Oh! I think it's broken.
What is?
Something.
So now they have to team up and get somebody else for her to want to gold dig off of. That brings us Erik Estrada.
Punch! The agency sent us a chip. Too bad we don't have the dip.
I'm not so sure about that.
He didn't even show up in uniform. What good's Erik Estrada if he isn't going to show up looking like Punch?
I keep one in the trunk of my Ferrari.
Your Ferrari? Well, I bet we could go from 0 to your place in about 10 seconds.
Oh, sure. Anything for charity.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
So Mariah and Erik Estrada leave in his Ferrari, and not his motorcycle. That's a bummer. And of course, this episode ends the only way it was meant to end.
Family.
With a Michael Jackson impersonator showing up, and him and Pauly dancing to Beat It. Well, not quite Beat It. They don't want to pay for that. And after episode 5, this one that we just watched, the show was canceled and left 2 episodes never seen the light of day, which includes an episode where Pauly Shore judges a drag show. Man, it's like we never get to see the good stuff. It's all buried in somebody's vault.
Don't leave me hanging!
So that ends this episode of Joe's Nostalgia Overload. Was this the best show ever? No. Is it a show that Fox should totally put out there on iTunes so that people can actually see it? Yeah, sure, why not? Put everything you got on iTunes. I mean, what's the harm, dude? It's not going to make you any money sitting in a vault somewhere. I mean, us and the other 10 Pauly Shore fanatics would like to see this. And I'm not going to go to California to harass him to show me the VHS masters that he probably has of the show. I'm going to be lazy and make a video and ask that he somehow sees this and graces us with this. Is it gracing? Yeah, I guess it would be gracing us with these videos. Well, I'm out, buddy.
That's it? That's it. Hey, wait! That's it. Wait, turn it back. Quick, come on. Turn it on. Keep it. I want to do more. Wait. Let's chow down here and munch on some grinding.